All right, ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? My name is Denanu, and I'm here with my co-host.
Jolly. What's up, y'all?
And with this one here, we're going to be talking about this Anthony Mackie movie called Synchronic. This is something that me and Jolly just came across. We was looking for movie trailers to do videos and stuff about, and we came across this one, and it said sci-fi. And since we're both into sci-fi, obviously, um, we decided to to see what this is all about. I mean, Anthony Mackie usually makes decent movies, so you got anything to
Shout
say
out to
before
that
we?
commenter.
Yeah.
We're really into sci-fi. Everyone else looks at all the 1980s sci-fi ish. Yeah, no shit. I love
uh,
that comment.
yeah, it was awesome. All right, let's see what this is all about.
You know, they say we see everything once in this gig. Pretty sure we've never seen this.
They think they need help.
Oh, that's not creepy at all. All right, so he's a paramedic.
Said time's alive. Oh, is this gonna be a time travel movie?
You all right?
I'm fine.
Oh,
The bad news is it's inoperable and never start your own radiation.
I'm fine.
does his tumor give him powers?
I guess
I wanna
certain
know.
powers come with that shield.
Meaning in the things I do.
Maybe it's the pills that's giving him powers because the pills, the synchronic or whatever, had the word with it. Okay.
If you're watching this, I'm probably trying to convince you of something pretty unbelievable, or I'm dead.
Well,
I'd do anything to get her back, but this is. I mean, the next dose could kill you.
There are things that are far worse than death.
Okay, so are they gonna go with the whole spiritual world type thing, and he takes the pills to see it?
oh,
That's what the vibe I'm getting.
They're not returning.
It's gotta be me.
wow, career best performance? Really?
The clock keeps ticking down.
The time is an illusion.
Is that a caveman? Conquistador?
Whoa. Okay, it is time travel.
Yeah.
See, it looks like a time travel slash alternate dimension type thing.
Yeah. Like the vibe I was getting was you know how like in horror movies and stuff, it's like uh soothsayers, witch doctors, it's like, oh, I can see the spiritual stuff that most people can't see. That's what I thought it was gonna be because he's taking the pills and then seeing shit.
Yeah,
But if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
if it's time travel, how is he taking the pills and his body going back in time and but he's staying in the same area? Like I don't.
See, maybe that's what it is. Maybe his consciousness is going somewhere else. Because like, look, like it's a tumor in his brain, obviously, or something in his brain,
Yeah.
and that's causing him like maybe he has to take pills, something like that. It's causing like, oh, you know what? I have a
See,
prediction,
see the
but
pills.
I'm not
See,
gonna say it.
see there. They're called synchronic. So that's like the name of
Yeah,
the thing. So I'm guessing maybe he has a tumor and they give him these pills and he's taking the pills and the side effect is whatever he's seeing, but the pills could kill him if he takes too
yeah.
much of them. Probably. What was your thing?
What if, what if it's all in his head and it's not really happening?
And he's
Because
just.
there is, and he's what?
Oh, I was just gonna say like he's just high as hell, and he's that's why he's making this video. Like I know I'm not crazy, so
So somebody else comes along and watches the video, and it's literally him standing in one spot
yeah.
and
And
then
that's
walking over and sitting down
that
and
that
standing
could
in one
be
spot.
that could be because that's why I said when we seen this chick, I was like, oh, that's weird. That's why
Hmm.
she's standing in one spot, and the lady in the bed is sitting. Yeah, you might be right on that. because
Mhm.
they're just staring in one spot, and maybe that's what he's doing when he takes it.
Yep.
Yeah, see,
And same thing with her. Yeah. Like maybe her mind is going somewhere else, but she's actually like they believe that they are time traveling, but
Mhm.
they're actually just tripping balls, you know. And there is I seen on House, like you remember House MD, right?
Mhm.
Like the show from back in the day.
Yeah.
So there was an episode where this guy was sitting there and he was pouring coffee and he kissed his daughter goodbye, took off to school, and he
Mm.
poured some coffee and he sat it down. And then he poured some coffee and then he sat it down. And then he
Okay.
poured some coffee and he sat it down. Like he kept doing it over and over and over again. And then she came home and he was still in the same spot. And he was like, "Hey, I thought you were supposed to be going to school." And she was like, I came from school already. Like he spent the whole 8 hours pouring coffee because he lost that
Lost track
8 hour
of time.
gap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, and he didn't notice it. But
That's,
then when she
isn't
looked,
that Alzheimer's?
no, it's not Alzheimer's. Alzheimer's is when you just like forget things. Like you forget it. Alzheimer's is where like you forget everything up until the point where you forget how to breathe.
Damn.
Like yeah, like you there's like holes in your brain where it's like memory just isn't there anymore, and you'll just gradually degrade over time. It's horrible. But this was where it's basically like somebody can be stuck in one period of time and not realize it. And they had to go to the doctor. He was like when she looked on the table counter, there was just like nothing but mugs of coffee everywhere.
Oh,
Because
so he kept
doing the
pouring
same
different.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because what the loop that he got stuck in was he grabbed a cup of coffee, poured some coffee, and then sat it down, kissed her goodbye, and then he grabbed another cup of coffee, poured it, and set it down.
Yeah. So wouldn't it be like empty cups outside of like a few cups of coffee?
No, like they didn't. But that's not how they showed it. They showed it as like, well, it's a TV show.
Okay.
Why would he have like 20 cups? You know what I mean? When it's
Yeah.
just him and his daughter. But it was just the idea that he lost all that track of time, and it's one of those things. It's like if it gets worse, he can lose days, months, whatever, and he doesn't know it. That could be the exact same thing. So he's trying to prove to himself that he is going to these places. So he takes a film of himself at these different, and puts these tapes and stuff online because maybe that's where he appears when he comes back. He appears here. He appears here.
Yeah.
But I bet at the end of the movie or at the end of the series, somebody's going to get a hold of that tape and they're going to see him just staring there and then walking over and sitting down on the couch and then he's there. And then they're going to see him get up and walking over here. And it's just, he think he's teleporting, but everyone else can see that he's moving.
I'll do you one better. By this being a sci-fi movie, I think they're going to do that. He's going to be believing he's time traveling and trying to prove it.
Yep.
Everybody else is going to be like, no, your ass is crazy. Those pills are killing you. You need to get off of them. And then at the end, I think maybe he dies or something like that. But at the end, they're going to prove like, yeah, it was real. It's just that he only knew it because it was in his head. But he was actually doing it versus, have it being fake.
I can totally go with that. Yes. Yeah. For him, everything is real. For everyone else, it's not.
Because otherwise, this movie would be a psychology movie, not a sci-fi movie. By them throwing sci-fi in there, it's like maybe it is true, but only he knows it. Type.
Yeah, it's like Looper and all those other ones. It's like you at the very last moment you know it to be true.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks damn good. I'm definitely gonna check it out. Like I usually watch most of Anthony Mackie's movies because he usually does a great job.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't think I've ever seen him in a super bad movie. Out of all the stuff I've seen, and this doesn't look like it has a whole really big budget behind it. But I guess for the story that they're trying to tell, they don't need a big budget either.
The last movie I seen him in was a 2-person movie. It was him and this other woman. And it was, I think it was on Netflix. It was,
I think the last thing I seen him in was, I think Altered Carbon. He was the main actor, the main guy for season 2.
Yeah, that was Altered Carbon, but then there was also like a Netflix movie. It was sci-fi based, and it was basically where the whole world, the ozone was depleted, and there was air left on Earth.
And they were trying to make it to the last rocket off or something like that. Him and the girl.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've never seen it, but I know of it.
It was called IO, like the letter I and then O. That was where Yeah. She was trying to prove that there was still breathable air, like the world. No, not breathable air. She was trying to prove that people could adapt to live on Earth without any oxygen.
Hmm.
And she was trying to find some signs of living life that was still surviving without oxygen. Like there was like bees or some shit. Like bees were dying and that kind of thing. It was an interesting movie. I'll say that it was very interesting. It was a love movie, and
Hmm.
it was sci-fi in the way of like the destruction of Earth. So there's
Okay.
that. His acting was still really good. It's just the movie as a whole was like it's one of those things. It's like I liked it kinda because he was in it. If he wasn't in it, I probably wouldn't have watched it.
Hmm.
That's I'll say that. But it wasn't a bad movie. It's just boring, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. This looks like it may be the same because if it's too dry, I can see a lot of people watching something like this and be like, "Man, this is all about intellectual shit. Let me turn this off." But that's the
Yeah,
draw in the movie. If you ain't into that kind of sort of thing, you may not, you may not like it. But
yeah, it's very dark. I like that at least.
yeah, makes everything hard to see. And I'm hoping all these segments of him, if time traveling or thinking he's time traveling, I hope they end up to be real because that would be a really cool thing to let's say jump throughout history and see different shit.
Hmm.
And then
Hmm.
you having to prove that, let's say he leaves something down in the past and then he finds it later on or something like 300 something years later or some shit and that proves it. So you could play with that a lot, especially
That would be
visually in a
dope.
movie. So
That would be dope. You gonna stab out conquistador. They really did have pointy hats.
Oh man. But anyways, YouTube, if you guys want us to see or want want to see us, let me actually talk, and act like it's not 5 o'clock in the morning. But if you guys want us to do more of these videos, more trailer reactions and reviews and things like that, we don't mind doing them. Just let us know down in the comments below what you guys want us to see, want us to do, rather. You know what? I'm just gonna let you do all. You do. You finish it out since I can't talk this
Yeah,
evening. I'm gonna let you
thank
do
you
it.
guys very much. If you want to subscribe to the channel, you can, because we will be coming out with more content and a special series that me and Donati are working on. We're going to be having some fun here on the channel. Catch you guys later. Be safe out there.
Yeah. I'm just gonna pretend that I said all of that, and
Yeah, I'll totally get it to you. Yeah.
yeah. What he said.
Yeah. It's not cultural appropriation because you're also black.